Hey guys. So, I'm not sure why there's like this, oops, over here, this dark corner of here. I think there's like something on my camera, but I can't find anything on there, so, oh, whatever. So, I kind of wanted to like do a little vlog, like to tell you guys how Machine Gun Kelly's concert was last night. Still kind of trying to get my voice back. It was insane. Jared and I got there at about 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. Maybe it was a little bit later. I don't know. It was like 4:35, something like that. And we stood outside. We were like 20 people back in line. There was people there that had been there since like 2 o'clock that day, and they had chairs and a radio and all kinds of stuff out there. It was insane. Sorry, I have to like adjust where I was sitting. So we got there, we stood in line. Doors were not until 8 o'clock, and it was insane. We just stood out there for so long. It was raining, and it was ridiculous. It was snowing, not raining. But finally we got inside, and I was probably like here's the front. I was probably like 2 people back from the front. And before the show even started, as people were crowding in, like they were pushing to try to get to the front, and I got pushed into these 2 girls, and they turned around and were like trying to fight me and were screaming at me, and I was like, whoa, like I got pushed. Like, what do you want me to do? Like punch everyone in the crowd so that you don't get pushed? Like, what am I supposed to do? It's like you're in the front of the stage at a Machine Gun Kelly concert. You cannot expect to not get pushed. So, basically that was kind of like upsetting and annoying. And there was a couple rappers to start off with, like a couple opening acts and stuff. One of them, his name was Nathan, and he was like incredibly good. And then trying to think of, when MGK came on, like I got crammed into like the corner of the stage, and like here's the corner of the stage, and like my legs were like on the corner. It was so terrible. Like the corner of the stage was between my legs, and I had to stand there most of the show because I couldn't really move. Like it was so cram-packed in there. His show was incredibly insane. But he just like had so much incredible energy, and I almost passed out twice because it was so hot and I had no water, and I did not want to leave the crowd to go get any. But like when he would start playing, it was just like I could feed off of his energy. It's so much energy, and it was awesome. So he played, you know, if you guys know who he is, he played like the big ones like Wild Boy and Cleveland, and he played Invincible, which is one of the newer ones. Oh God. But like I don't know. He played a lot of like the big songs, and then he played some older songs for people who knew who he was back then, like back when he first came out like 2 years ago. And then like the last song he played was Wild Boy, so like I mean everybody got insane for that song. I'm so at a loss right now. I'm so sore and so tired. He played a Blink-182 song and did that cover. He also did, he called up a girl on stage and had her take his pants off, and like she did it with her mouth, and like it was extremely unattractive. But then he called, like, he had girls come up on stage to like give him their pants because he didn't have pants on after the girl took his pants off, and like a bunch of girls stood on stage and just started pulling their pants off, and the one girl that took hers off, he like put them on, and he was wearing her jeans for the rest of the show. And like when he played Wild Boy, like he told everybody just get on stage, like whatever, and most people didn't. Like I got on stage and I danced on stage with him. It was incredible. I got to shake his hand and hug him and stuff like that. That was awesome. But yeah, it was insane. It was definitely worth the wait in the cold. Definitely worth, you know, it was only like $20 or something like that to see him. He's such an incredible person. He doesn't, the fame has not gone to his head. He's still all about his fans, all about like, there's people that come to his show, every show, and he just knows them, and he like thanks them out in the crowd and stuff like that, and he stays true to where he's from. He's from Cleveland, obviously, which is only about an hour from where I live, and he's just an incredible person, and he just, throughout everything, he stayed strong, and he just, his music is awesome, and I really have not listened to all that much rap. I really don't, but I could listen to him all day. Like his music is amazing. I still have my wristband on from last night. That's so funny. But it was definitely worth that. And I lost my sweatshirt through all that too. I had it wrapped around my waist and it got ripped off. I don't know how that happened. I don't know. I have no idea. But there were some incredible moments of that show. He had a lightsaber that he was playing like guitar on during the Blink-182 cover. I don't even know. I'm speechless. All I know is I've got bruises on my legs from that stage. I've got bruised ribs from like getting elbowed and punched and stuff when people trying to get my spot because I was right in the front. And I swear to you guys, like I have been in my pajamas all day, have not wanted to do anything but take ibuprofen and sleep. Like I'm so sore. I'm so thankful that Bryson's dad has him because I'm just beyond sore. Like it's terrible. Like I'm trying to get my voice back in my ears. I can't hardly hear anything. It was so crazy. But if you get the chance, he's on tour now, and he'll also be on Warped Tour. I definitely recommend you guys to go see him. He's incredible. Even if you really don't like rap music, his show is just so energetic. He's got awesome stage presence. It's so worth it. Even if you really don't like rap, like I said, it's just definitely a good time. Go hang out and just enjoy yourself. It's awesome. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of tell you guys that, and I will probably have pictures up on my Facebook. I'm not sure if I will or not. I took a few on my phone. My phone is like really old and crappy. It's like an old crappy little phone, and it takes really bad pictures, so I didn't really get a whole lot because he was moving so much. So the couple that I did get that were decent, I'll probably post. I'm not sure. If I do post them, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I hope you guys go see him and check him out. And for those of you MGK fans, race that. Oh, we gotta do it with this game because then it makes sense, right? No. Yeah, it's this one. I can't even think straight, but race that. Bye, guys.